Friends, welcome back. So guys, today's session we're gonna talk about the Postman walkthrough. It means API testing. So today's session we will like discuss the total 5 points. Okay. First, we will use this cloud APIs for a testing purpose, where I'll show you how to test the particular API by using the HTTP methods get, post, put, patch. Okay. Then also, if you are not from web method background, yeah, web method IO background, if you want to use this Postman application for API testing, then how you can do that? For that purpose, I'm using some APIs from internet, like free APIs, and then I'll show you how to test it. How you can set the authentication parameters, body, also how you can change the text as well. All these things we'll discuss in details. Next thing, so we'll discuss the if you have a like APIs, yeah, Postman collection on your local, how you can import. Yeah, if you created your Postman collection on your Postman application, how you can export that one. Also, if you done with your testing, and if you want to create some error responses, yeah, save responses, success responses, how you can do that. So all those part we'll discuss in one session. So I must say you can watch this particular video at till end so that you'll get a basic idea, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. Okay, so let's start the demo. So very first I'll show you. This is my API like web method IO tenant. Okay, so here I created APIs. Okay, so go to APIs, REST APIs. Here, this is my employer related employee APIs. Okay, so here I selected total 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll delete that one and I'll show you newly how you can create. Okay, so wait for 1 minute only. Only one I'll take it here. Now other I'll delete. Okay, so this is my first APIs. Okay, API details you can see here. Endpoints are there. Okay, resource method, this is my put method basically. I just change, I'll just take another. First I'll start from get. Okay, so click on add resource. Here you can give the path as a snow test. Okay, yeah, emp test. Okay, emp test. This is my resource which is I required in that particular testing. Here I'm selecting my flow service. Okay, and after that, here source query don't change into another things because we are taking these fields from directly flow service. Okay, so the parameter I'll keep it same as it is. Then if you want to add another responses, you can add here. Okay, so basically we are taking two HTTP codes, 200 and 401. Okay, then click on done. So I'm created a get related things. Okay, then click on save. So this is my API. I just copy, open your Postman. Here I'll show you how to create. So firstly I'll show you this is a collection option. Here you can add your collections. This is environment option, history option. So basically the most important option is this. If you want to import, this option is available. Now if you want to add a new collection, then you can add by using this option you can do that. And let me show you how you can create your Postman collections. Okay, so click on this plus icon. Okay, here new collection option is available. Just give the name. If you have three environments, then you can create a collection that particular way. So here I'm giving the name as a dev env, development environment. Okay, then I'm adding one request here, get request. So click on add request. Here you can give the name as a get employee data. Okay, then add your URL here. So as I show you, I copy these endpoints. Okay, so I copy this endpoint, paste it here, then slash. We required a resource. So here we have a emp test. This is my resource. So mention here the details emp test. Okay. After that, we already mentioned the parameters that particular resource, so no need to mention the parameters. But if you have a requirement, then you can just in the key you can mention your key parameter and value. You can mention your description. This is optional. Okay, by that way you can add your parameters. Authorization here, all the authorization you can see no auth API key. So here we have a authentication, so click on basic authentication. So here I already put my username and password. Header, this is also important. As per requirement, project requirement, you can like mention the client headers here. Okay, then body, if it is a post method, yeah, patch method, yeah, put method. In get method, basically we don't require the body. Okay, so we'll take as it is. Pre-request script, this is also optional. If you want to add, you can add here. Okay, paste. This is also optional. Settings, you can check here the settings related part. So this is one thing basically. Now I want to like add my. I want to change my new collection. This is a dev environment basically, right? So I want to change this name as the dev env. Then click on empty space. Now it got changed. I want to delete this one, so I just select and click on delete option. Okay, so it's deleted. Now this is my first method. Okay, here I added authorization. Headers not added. By default it will take, and body it's not mentioned here. And then I'll click on a send option. So guys, if you want to change the result in a JSON, XML, any kind of a format, there are five options. So click on JSON, and here you can see the status 200. Okay, but if you want to see the result, then you can click on this preview option. Okay, here you can see the result, but here we not able to see the result. Let me check the endpoints first. So this is my emp test. Here I added some parameters. Okay, so guys, we need to add parameters here. Okay, so let me check the parameters first. Click on integration, click on flow service. So this is my add int flow service. Click like check the input and output. Okay, so this is my value 1 and value 2 input. So what I do, go to a postman, here add the values. So value 1 10 and value 2 as a 20. Then click, first save the particular get employee data. This is your endpoints, right? This is postman collection. So interface we are gonna check. So click on a send option. Here you can see the result is a 30. And if you like if you want to what say save this example, just click on this option. So I'll show you in later. First we'll discuss the methods first. Okay, so get method we discuss. Here we require you, if you want to change the method, you can by using this option you can change. Okay, and here you can first require the endpoints URL basically. After that slash we required a resource name, and this is your parameters, authorization, headers, body, and all those things you can check here. This is your first API we already tested. Now I want to add another APIs, yeah, another post related data. So what you can do, first check your settings, like check your APIs. Go to your APIs, REST APIs, employ. Here I want to add another resource. Click on add resource. Give the name as a slash post data. Then select the post method. Here select the flow service, and form data you can change as a query. So we are passing the body basically, so we don't require this parameter. But here you can add a replace this form data to query. Let me show you. So this is responses you can check and click on done option. Okay. So click on save. So the second resource got created. Now click on your APIs. Copy these API endpoints. Go to your Postman collection. I want to add another method. So what you can do? Click on this three dot. Add request. Here you can edit the name as a post data. Okay. Then here you can change the method as a post, and here you can add your endpoints. Paste it your paste your endpoints, then slash your resource name. So let me check the resource name as a post data. Okay. Then here mention the post data. First save and then send. Here 401 unauthorized. Okay. So go to your authorization, change this authorization to basic auth, then save and then check. Here we see 200 okay, but in preview we're not able to see any kind of output. Why? Because post method we always always remember we require a body. So how you can write a body here? Okay. So here options you can check none form data. This is new actually raw binary and GraphQL. Okay. So click on raw. Here I am adding in JSON format. Okay. So click change text to JSON. Here by default this beautify option is available. If you mentioning anything wrong, then it will signify you. Okay. So here you can add value value one. Mention the single quote. Sorry, double quote. Value one. Then add the 10. Then again single quote. Value two. Add the 20. Then save this particular flow. So in your project requirement, like if you have a document and that document having the array, then you can start mention the name at first. Then in this the bracket is available. Over there you can mention your parameters. But this sequence is that the string you can pass in colon. If it is integer, then you can keep as it is, no problem. Then save and click on send option. Here we getting some error and in like unexpected character, comma separate object. Okay, so here we required a comma, then save and then send. Here you can see the result as a 30. Okay, so this is that way you can test your post APIs. Okay, if you want to add another endpoints, okay, so just add the endpoints here, like put patch. Okay, then go back to your Postman collection. Here you can change this particular method, and then you can run your particular, yeah, either run your interface, yeah, you can test your interface that way. Okay, this is one thing. So our second point would be I'll show you how to you can download the APIs from internet and how you can test it. Okay, so go to browser. So this is URL basically. Here you can check the pre APIs. Okay, so I'll give you this link in description box. If you are new in Postman या API testing, you can just use this link. The APIs are there. You can just copy paste and check in this particular Postman collection. because for a testing purpose, Postman collection application walkthrough is very important, because if you are good in development, so testing is also basic need, because whatever code you define, yeah, design on your application, it also quality also important. So how you can test it, for that purpose we required API testing. Okay, so this is the sample URL, three APIs. Okay, first I'm adding another collection here. Okay, so how you can add, just click on this plus icon, change the name as a internet APIs, internet API. Okay, then you can add method here, click on add request. Here you can mention the get entries. Okay, then you can click on this particular get entries. I already copied the URL, just paste it. Okay, there we don't require the what say authorization, because it's a free API. Headers body don't require. Okay, then first save this API and then click on send. So the result you can see the 200. Okay, this is JSON text actually, and the result you can see in front of you. Okay, if you want to like you fetch the details from the particular API, but if you want to post the APIs as well, so that the case what you can do, click on this add request here, change to post. Here you can select as a post data. Then body we required now, click on raw. Here I already took one body, so paste it here, and it change to JSON. Beautify option is available, so you can beautify it. Here we don't require this, so I'm just deleting. And one more thing, I think this bracket is extra. Then again beautify. This colon also is extra. Then again beautify, and then just fine. Okay, like no error is there. Again, I'll do one thing. I'll just paste URL first. Go here, copy this URL and paste it here. Then click on save, send. JSON. Here you can check this particular method not allowed, because if you want to like if you're using the internet free APIs, so that the case you are fetching some data from that particular API. That's why it's not working. But anyways, if you have another APIs and if you want to add some other methods, as I saw earlier, like how you can use this post related methods. So that way you can add just body here, your post methods, and then you can use. Okay, so that way you can run your post related methods. And the second way, I'll again show you, like you design your code, then you test your code. But if you want to import, like add some examples like error responses, success responses, want to share with your testing team. Okay, yeah, production team. So how you can do that? Here I added like this is my get employee data. I have a result, and this is my example like success response. So just click on the save as example. Here click on this preview, and here you can see this get employee data. This is my example got created. I can this is the evidences basically I can share with my teams. Again, if they required any error responses, so what you can do, you can just like test all scenarios So let me show you. This is my get employee interface. So go to, again click on this get interface, then here you can pass some another field like instead of integer you can add a string. Okay, so 10 plus a, this is not this is mathematical exception. Click on send. So here you getting some error, and that particular response you can show with your teams. Okay, again it's showing a 200. Okay, because in this particular cloud tenant we pass the string value as accepted, that's why it's not showing any kind of error. So what we do, we are taking the another error response, otherwise I not to save, that's why it's showing the error. So let me do one thing. I'll add the entity response here and changing this basic authentication. Okay, so here you can see the 401 unauthorized error. Okay, so I want to add this error response. So what I can do, click on the save example. Here you can change the response like error response, and then click on empty like vacant space so that it will directly change. Okay, so basically if you design your code and that code particular responses if you added, okay, trackage block you added, then you can test the important optional fields, mandatory fields, and over there you can check it. If you this let's suppose this is a value and this is a mandatory fields, but if you are not passing this particular value, okay, then system throws an error. Likewise you can check. Let me show you. If it is working then it's fine, but anyway this is implementation, I just show you. But in live project you can check by your side. Okay, I just check. If it is fine then you will get the error response as evidence. So let me show you. Again it's showing unauthorized, because quickly I'll change it to basic auth and then I'll send it. Okay, again it's showing the 200. Okay, but I want to check something is missing in my code. Yeah, whatever in cloud tenant I created this APIs. Over there I need to change some settings. Okay, so what will I'll do separately. So this is implementation as I discussed with you. If you want to uh, create some error responses, success responses, that way you can create. Okay, and one more thing, let me show you quickly how you can do that. Okay, so this is my web method related integration flow service. This is add integer, share input output. Here is selected as a mandatory field, required field. If I select a no, then it will shows the basic if you not pass this value then it will not not showing any kind of error. But if you this is required field, if you not pass, it will showing the error. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, another thing, as I discussed with you, you can create some error responses, success responses, and you can share with your friends. Okay, so guys, that's all about today's demonstration. As we discuss how you can create resources, endpoints, and those endpoints you can test it here. Okay, and here all the options are available like parameters, body, then headers. So that way, how you can define those particular parameter. And let me show you. This is my collection, and I want to export it. So click on this three dot. Here the option is available, export. Okay, click on this export option. Once you export it now, so the whatever path you mention, it will save that particular location. So your collection was exported successfully. If you want to on your local, you having some ready-made collection, postman collection, yeah, your colleague share with you, So if you new beginner, if you don't know how you can create and something, so you can just import this particular APIs. Let me show you. So basically I have a click on this drop anywhere to import, and then click on download. So basically I downloaded one APIs. Click on download. Desktop we don't have, I think. Okay, I'll do one thing. First I'll export it. Okay, so this is my dev environment. Export, then click on desktop option, and then click on save. Okay, so that particular APIs I want to export. So what I do, just click on this drop, then desktop. Here you can check your APIs and then click on open, import as a copy. So basically that way you can add your Postman collection. Yeah, import your Postman collection, and if you want to edit some data, then just click on that particular APIs, and you can check here your methods, parameters, body, and authentication as well. Okay, that way you can create. If you want to change like create a new collection, just click on that and create a duplicate, and you can edit and you can save and then you can import. That way you can do that. So that's all about today's demonstration. If you like this video, then guys please subscribe, like, share and comment. We'll come up with a new session very soon. Till the time, stay happy, stay connected, and thank you so much.